Hello viewers, in this video we'll see Walters model part 2. Here we'll see a problem with three different firms and with three different payout. Okay, yes, here we have the problem. Details regarding three companies are given below. A Limited, B Limited and C Limited. Okay, three companies details have given. R for A is 15% and for B is 10% and for C is 8%. And KE is 10% for A and B 10% and C is 10%. Okay, and E is 10 rupees for A, B and C respectively. Okay. See, here the R for A Limited, R is 15% and K is 10%. And this shows that A Limited is a growth firm since the R is greater than K. Okay. And for B Limited, R is also 10% and K is also 10%. So this is a normal firm. And for C Limited, R is 8% and K is 10%. So this is a declining firm because R is lesser than K. Okay. We'll see the changes in the market price according to the firms. Okay. By using Walters model, you are required to calculate the value of an equity share of each of these companies when dividend payout ratio is 0%, 50%, 100%. Comment on the results drawn. Okay. Here we have three different payouts and we need to find the value of equity share. That is the market price of the equity share under this three payouts. Okay, and we have to comment on the results. Okay, let's start doing the problem. The formula to calculate the market price is MP is equal to D plus R divided by K and E minus D divided the whole divided by K. Here MP is nothing but the market price of an equity share and R, D is dividend per share, R is internal rate of return and E is earning per share and K is cost of capital. Okay. First we have to calculate the market price for 0% payout. Okay. When the payout is 0%, D is equal to EPS into payout. So therefore, EPS here is 10 for all the three firms. So 10 into 0% is 0. So D is 0 here. For 0% payout, D is dividend is 0. Okay. We can start doing the problem. And for A Limited, R is 0.15 and K is 10%. So we'll write 0.1 and E is 10 for this A Limited. So minus D will be 0 here. We found it. So that should be divided by K and the K value is 0.1 because it's 10%. Okay. So we'll get rupees 150 for A Limited. And similarly we have to work out for B Limited. And for B, R is also 10% and K is also 10%. So 0.1 divided by 0.1 into 10 minus 0, the whole divided by 0.1 will get 100 rupees. Okay, we have to substitute in that formula. Okay, and similarly for C Limited, D is 0 and R is 8%. So we will write 0.08 and K is 10%. So 0.1 and E is 10. 10 minus 0, the whole divided by 0.1. That is the K here. Okay. So we'll get 80 rupees. Okay. The market price for A Limited at 0 payout is 150 and for B Limited it's 100 and for C Limited it is 80. And now we have to calculate the D for 50% payout. Okay, for 50% payout, D is equal to 10 into 50% will get 5. Okay, 5 is the dividend. So using that, we have to substitute in that formula. For A, we got rupees 125, and for B, if we substitute, we'll get 100, and for C, if we substitute in that formula, we'll get 90 rupees. Okay, and the third option is payout 100%. So if the payout is 100%, D is equal to 10 rupees, because 10 into 100% will get 10. So dividend is 10 here. Okay, if we substitute in the formula, we'll get for A Limited rupees 100, and for B Limited also it is 100, and for C Limited also it is 100. Okay. Okay, we found the market price of the three different companies under three different payout, and it is the time to interpret the results. See, for 0% payout, A Limited market price is 150, and for B Limited it is 100, and for C Limited it is 80. Okay, see, we already saw that A Limited is a growth firm since R is greater than K. So we already know that optimum payout for a growth firm is 0%. Okay, and you see in this table under the different payouts, that is 0%, 50% and 100% payout. For A Limited, at 0%, the market price is higher, that is 150, and in 50%, the market price is 125, and for 100% it is 100. Okay, as per the rule, that is for growth firm, the optimum payout is 0. Okay, so it is proved here. The optimum payout ratio for the growth firm is 0%, since the value of the share is higher in 0% payout. And B is the normal firm, so there is no optimum payout, because in 0% payout also the value of the share is 100, and for 50% payout also the value of share is 100, and for 100% payout the value of share is 100. So there is no optimum payout for normal firm. And C Limited is a declining firm, because the R is lesser than K. Okay, and the optimum payout for a declining firm is 100%. We know this already, and we can check it here. While the payout is 0%, the market price is 80 rupees, and if it is a 50% payout, the market price is 90 rupees, and for 100% payout, the market price is 100. Okay, the market price of the share is higher in the 100% payout. Okay, hence the optimum payout for a declining firm is 100%. It is proved from this results. I hope now you are clear with the Walters model, and I hope you can interpret the results of the Walters model. I have given you a small problem for you to practice. Thank you for your patient listening.